Hello, everyone. I am Mrs. Jackson, tarot consultant and small business owner, Gentahila Tarot. I am on the I'm on the East Coast. This is Eastern Daylight Time. Um, if this is the first time you're watching my YouTube stream, or if you ever watched any of my past videos, the deck of tarot cards I use for all my daily card picks and reports is this one. It is called the Witch's Tarot deck. If you wish to learn more about it or where I bought them, please look in the description below. It'll tell you everything you need to know. Let's see here. I will be selecting two cards today, one for today and one for tomorrow. On Wednesdays, I am usually off. I usually take a day off because I usually like to have time for myself. Everybody needs that. Um, I will say that up till Friday is going to be a new moon and also a new sun sign in Virgo. So right now, this week, today's Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, about what, 4 more days, we will be in Virgo sun and a new moon in Virgo, which means it's an earth sign. We are right now in the sun sign Leo. I've been telling you all that in every video so far. So now this week is going to be somewhat of a transition feeling, maybe with the energy, because well, when the energy from one sun sign moves on to another one, you will kind of probably feel a little bit maybe uneasy, a little bit uh I don't know, withdrawn maybe, or maybe a little bit uncomfortable because those adjustments to that energy does affect our bodies and our minds somewhat. And it all true also depends on your sign too, the sign that you were born in. So to learn more about that, you can Google it. You can Google sun signs and moon signs and new moon signs. So again, we're going to be going into Virgo Friday, depending on where you live. The times might change a little bit, but for Eastern Standard Time, we're going to be in Virgo. I'd say sometime in the afternoon, I believe. I don't have the exact time in front of me. However, that means that we're probably going to be a little bit more particular about things. I don't want to say nitpicky, but in Virgo, the sign of Virgo is kind of nitpicky. They want to make sure everything is perfect almost. You want to probably recheck things. Be a little more earthy. Think a little bit more of things that need to be done properly. And again, if you want to know more about Virgo, as in for a sun sign, or just to learn about it in particular, and for all those who are born in Virgo too, your birthdays are coming up from Friday on till the 20th, I believe, of September. So that's going to be Virgo month. Again, if you want to learn anything more about that sign, please Google it. Or you can send me a business email at gentahilatarot@gmail.com and we can discuss it privately. But now I will select two cards today. Okay, Spirit Guide and Guidance Team, please give us the guidance card for today, Tuesday, August 19th, 2025, for the Northern, Southern, Eastern, and Western hemispheres of the world. And I always pick out a corresponding card to elaborate that energy. And as you can see, I'm wearing a sweater today. It's a tad chilly out. I know it's August, right? We should be still in a nice warm weather. But the universe wants something other than that, right? And it already feels like September. So go figure. So today, we actually have a major arcana card today. Today we have the Death card. Now don't start going crazy. This has nothing really to do with dying or anything. This major arcana card is an energy we're already born with. This energy shows up at any times in our lives whenever we need it, day and night. Once we use this energy will it'll change us in some way. It'll change our lives in some way. It can be big, small, and that change will last into our future. So again, this Death card, this means ending and then a beginning. It's always like one door shutting, another one opening. So this is telling us we have to look today what we should put in the past now. Things we've been working on or things we want to work on might not be working out very well, or maybe it has been working and now is just time to move on, to open up another chapter. Maybe you finished what you've been working on, and now you're going to use that to move on to a cleaner slate. Oh, I know you're saying, oh, this is that clean slate again. It's not an ace, right? I mean, I know I say clean slates for all ace cards, like the ace of uh, cups, pentacles, blah, blah, blah. Those are clean slates. But that's a different type of clean slate. This is a definite clean slate, means shutting the door on something you've been working on. Let's say, for an example, a job, right? Maybe you've worked at a job for so long, you've gotten everything you could get out of it. Now you want to maybe open up your own shop, or maybe you want to take the skills that you learned from that old job and now go to another job where you maybe actually get better pay or something. So maybe that's what you got to do. You're closing that old chapter of your life and you're moving on to a new, better one, right? So that's something we have to look for today. And it also could be that sense of the Virgo coming in, because the Virgo is an earth sign. So that Virgo is probably scratching on you now. It's like you're probably feeling, you know what, something better needs to happen, right? That Virgo earth sign is probably, yelling out to you, you got to start thinking of something better this week. Start shutting out what you've been working on, especially maybe even um the summer, right? The summer is ending, unfortunately. We are nearing to the end of August, which means, as again, you can feel it in the air. It almost feels like autumn, right? So we have to put away the sun. We have to put away the summer and start thinking of that transition to autumn. That's another thing that could be included in this card. A definite must to close out the old door of the summer, open up the new door of the August, and think of what things that need to be done. Why this pops up for today? We have, what was it now? We have the Five of Pentacles. I know this card doesn't look happy, but let's look at it. This is fortunately a minor arcana card. It's a pentacle suit. It's earth element, and again, it has to do with work, money, planning for the future, a steady foundation, anything where you might need finances or help with maybe yourself, that you might want to work on some issues with your own self, personal self. And this card here, I don't really consider this as a total negative card, because when you look at this card, you see right here, you see this little, I don't know if you call it a flower or a plant that's trying to survive in the ice and the snow, right? This is us. This is a very positive sign. This shows us that we might be going through tough times right now, maybe with our health, maybe with our money. We probably have a hard time finding a job, maybe, or maybe you have a job and you want to find something better to support yourself and your family. This is telling you not to give up. This is a vital, vital card. The energy in here is telling you not to give up. And you're probably saying, well, I've tried so hard. I haven't found what I'm looking for. It's never going to come up. Why should this be telling me, why should I be looking again? This is telling you that maybe where you have looked, you probably haven't found anything, obviously. That's why this card is popping up. But it's probably saying, you know what? The past, leave the past behind you. You've tried so many times. Try again. Probably this is the right time to be looking now. That's why it's saying here to let that old past, what you've been trying to do that hasn't been working, leave it be. Let it go. Try again. Open up a new slate for yourself. Open up a new door for yourself. Right now, there's probably those changing energies, as I was talking about a little while ago. It's probably now time for you to start looking again. Now is probably when you'll find answers. Look for those answers again, or look again to try to find those answers. Maybe somebody you haven't seen in a while are now probably coming up again, and you can probably ask them a question if you need help. Or maybe there's somebody you were looking for that wasn't around in the past that now is coming back to you. Look again. Keep that faith. You are going to survive. You just have to keep looking. Keep persisting. It's a new door coming up. Open that new door today. Look for what you need to look for. Even if it's something small, it isn't like a life-changing thing where it's going to be tomorrow, everything's going to change for you. This is step by step. This is telling you to look today, look for what you need that you've been looking for that you haven't been able to find. Today is probably the day to look for it. That's why this card is showing up. So that way you can get rid of that old negative energy, open up a new door for yourself today, and start looking again because you may find something what you're looking for. Again, bits and pieces, step by step. That's how you open a new door. It isn't going to be dramatic, but then again, it could be dramatic for you. Depends on what it is. But have that faith, open that new door, close that bad door, the negative door, and open up a new door today. Think fresh, think new beginnings, and remember to redo those steps that you've been trying to do it again. Look for what you need to look for, and you're probably going to find answers today. And remember, at the end of doing all that, something hopefully positive is going to change your life in some way, and that change will last into your future. And now for tomorrow, Wednesday, let's see what we have. Spirit guide and guidance team, please give us a guidance card for tomorrow, Wednesday, August 20th, 2025, for the northern, southern, eastern, western hemispheres of the world. Okay, and the connecting card. Okay, this is going to be interesting. We have another major arcana card, and I know you're probably going to say, oh my goodness. Yes, this is a major arcana card. This is the shadow side card for my deck, but in other decks, this is the devil card. Yes, I know. Stop screaming. I can hear you. Calm down. Now, okay, we all know what the devil is. We all know that it's usually not good and bad stuff, blah blah blah. But the devil card is usually okay. It is a card that, in some respects, brings out the bad side in you. Sometimes it brings out maybe your bad habits. Depending on that situation, what you're going to be dealing with tomorrow, you might get into some a situation where it might rub you the wrong way. You might feel uncomfortable. You might maybe get mad. Something you might do something where you might just not want to show others. Do things in your own privacy of your own house. It can also mean showing a side of you never show to people, that you're too afraid to show or you're too embarrassed to show. Because sometimes it depends on the reading, where the card lies in the reading, because sometimes it can actually mean for you to be a little bit more spontaneous, like sing karaoke when you don't have a good voice, or wear something skimpy for your loved one, something you don't like doing in front of a person, right? Somebody else you don't like to do in in the spotlight around other people. This can sometimes mean that, but also can mean bad habits like overeating too much. Like if you've been on a meal plan to lose weight and all of a sudden you wind up just binging on something because like you just felt like, having that whole cake. Or it can be something where somebody can make you angry and it's just making you show a side of yourself you just don't like. Why does this pop up tomorrow? Let's see the connecting card. Ah, the Fool card. Now this is good combination. Now, when I was saying something about, and this is two major arcana cards here, the Fool card and the Devil card. And remember I said that all major arcana cards are energies we're already born with. We just use it whenever they come up. We use this energy at any times in our lives whenever we need it. Now you're saying whenever we need it, the Devil comes up. Why would I want Devil in my life, right? This is telling you the free spirit. This is the free spirit card, the Fool. This tells you that to do anything that you want and you don't care who's watching type of thing. Now, remember when I was saying something about like to do something that you usually don't show to others, like maybe singing karaoke when you sound horrible and you only do that inside your house? Tomorrow, there might be something where you just want to do something where nobody has seen you do before. This card, the Fool card, is telling you to be a little bit more free, don't care about what others think. Do what you want. Tomorrow, if you have some time, maybe half a day of work, or maybe you want to take half a day of work, this is showing you, you know what? Maybe you're going to skip tomorrow. Maybe skip school. I know that's not a right good thing for me to say. Shame on me, right? Or maybe you want to call in sick. That's being the devil. You're doing something naughty. You're doing something you don't usually do, but it's going to make you feel good, right? That's what this card is all about, connecting to the Fool card. It's telling you, you know what? Why don't you take that day off from work? Call in sick. Nobody has to know, right? So you're doing something naughty, you're doing something bad, but you're going to have a good, fun day off, right? That's what these cards are telling you. The devil doesn't have to be bad. Again, showing you that, why not have fun tomorrow? Take maybe a couple hours to have fun. Maybe like get off work couple hours early, go home, dance to music, do something that's fun for you. Be the Fool tomorrow. Have some of that full energy, right? That full, as you can see, they don't care about others. They're just doing what they want to do. Be a free spirit. So maybe somehow tomorrow, find some time for yourself. Be a free spirit. Do what you want. A lot of people just don't do that very often. They're just too focused on work, too focused on what they need to do, too focused on what crap is going on in the world right now to be focused on yourself, right? Think of yourself. Be Do something good for yourself tomorrow. Do what you've been wanting to do, maybe, and or go, do what you've been wanting to do that you just haven't had time for, or that again, take that half day off of work tomorrow and just, what, have fun tomorrow. If it's supposed to be beautiful out tomorrow, I haven't been looking at the weather for Eastern Standard Time, daylight time, so maybe tomorrow's a beautiful day and it's the only day you can probably, take off, even though it's a hump day, Wednesday, you know do it for yourself. Why not? And again, by doing so, because these are major arcana cards, it's going to change you in some way, maybe for the better. Like the Fool saying, just go for it. It'll change you in some way, and that change will last into your future. And hopefully that's going to be positive. Um, Now, the reason why I got into tarot cards, it's all in the description below. And because of that, if you want to set up an appointment with me for a reading, all my information is in the description below and how to reach me. I will say this, I always send out my positive thoughts, my positive words, and hopefully it'll translate for you into positive actions. Remember to always have respect for yourself, to respect others. Always have uh, tolerance, patience for yourself, also to have patience with others. Did I say that already? Goodness. Um, Nourish yourself. Eat well, nourish yourself so you have enough energy to help others. Because goodness, if you want to try to help others and you don't think of yourself to nourish yourself, you're not going to have any energy to do anything, and you're probably not going to be in a good mood about that. And also, if you can, try to get outside to get some nature air, to get some oxygen outside, maybe to walk briskly, some exercise, or even exercise inside your house. And I know some of you are probably laughing, saying that, oh, I probably haven't exercised in years, or I can't walk around enough to have exercise. Anybody can exercise even on your couch. Even my brother did before he passed away. I mean, he had cancer and he couldn't walk around much, but he did sit down on his couch and try to do some physical exercise. Anybody can exercise on our couch. So try to do that. And if you can do that, you'll probably want to have your phone near you or a pen and paper near you, because sometimes when you exercise, you start thinking clearly. You start thinking good thoughts, positive thoughts, and hopefully sometimes your thinking gets clearer, and you might start thinking some ideas of some things you can do in your life, that you might be able to put positivity in your life somewhere. So don't forget to write them down. Um, Also, if there's anybody watching, I will try to get on here later on if you wish to receive if you'd like to, if you can subscribe to my YouTube channel, I will give you a small, quick general reading, a free one, concerning your life as it is right now. It's not going to be about a personal question that you might want to give me, because any personal questions from you will be via my business email. We're going to have to set up a time and appointment for that, and that I will charge you. But for you to subscribe to my channel, I will give you a short, brief, um, free general reading, and that will be concerned with how your life is going now. And if you like that reading, and if you wish to know more about that reading after I'm finished with that briefly, we can get into that later on, setting up an appointment, and which I will have to charge you for a full length reading on that. But if you wish to, again, if you wish to receive that small a brief reading to see if I adhere to your life, if it adheres to your life well, and you can subscribe to my channel so I can give you that free reading. And since there's nobody on this chat right now, or if there is, but if you don't want to speak right now, that's fine. I'll try to come back later so we can have possibly an hour to work on that. If anybody wishes to subscribe and receive that free reading. But if you do want to give me a personal question, again, please send me that via my business email at gentlehealertarot@gmail.com, and we'll set up an appointment for that reading. And I'll tell you how much I will charge for that reading at that time. Or you can look up on my website, gentlehealertarot.com. I guess that's it. Please take care, stay safe, and hopefully, if I'm back on here, I'll see you later. Take care.